Hey guys, this is Rob from Knights Lounge introducing Ira in his build of
Direct attack.
Let's start.
Control is the whole part of the game here, because you're going to be swinging you're going to be summoning little tiny creatures in attack mode that most opponents going to be looking at and laughing at you. But what you got to do to protect yourself is we'll actually start with the trap lineup. First up, you need Ordeal the Traveler. Whenever your opponent attacks, they have to declare what kind of card is in your hand, rather if it's a monster spell or a trap, and it will bounce it if they're wrong. We have Fairy Box, which it comes down to a coin toss. Gravity Bind. This will deal with your opponent's synchros and high-level monsters. Vector Jammer was selected because it's a quick play spell card. Counter Trap, and to help deal with it can deal with your opponent's MSTs, and typically most players don't run counter traps. Also, along with your little control here, we run a limited area B. This will keep not only their monsters at bay, but anything level 4 or higher is going to be switched to defense mode. Some of your creatures, if they stay tiny, you run Heart of Clearwater. This will prevent them from being destroyed. The best creature to put that with would be Rainbow Sunflower. And with Rainbow Sunflower, it cannot, with Heart of Clearwater, you just leave it in defense and you get yourself a wall there that is going to be pretty hard to deal with. Now, your all-star lineup for your attack directly. You're going to have Anabi White Rabbits. I like a play set of them because they just summon up there, attack directly, and come back. It's good bait to try to get around people's torrential tribute, and also if you got a lot of guards out, this is just a monster you can keep going with. Submarine Roid. When he attacks, he can attack directly, and then he switches to defense, which is really good for early game. It gives you a nice 800 defense, and still goes with your whole thing. Black Cobra. He's a level 4 creature, so watch out for your Gravity Bind and your Limited Area B. But when he attacks your opponent directly, he searches for another one and brings it to your hand. That way next turn you can play it and continue your attack. Now, those three are kind of your weaker ones that you just do over time until you get your All-Stars out. Your three All-Stars that really make this deck deadly is your Drill Barnacle, Raging Flame Sprite, and Mucus Yoke. Because each of these guys have the ability of every time they hit your opponent directly, they gain 1,000 attack. So then it just becomes a time-based game. Your opponent has so much time to get rid of these, otherwise they're going to go from their base attacks to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and by then your opponent should be dead. To further go with the theme here, Robin Zombie and Robin Goblins are ran. Robin Zombie here, every time you inflict damage to your opponent, it will take the top card of your opponent's deck, sends it to the graveyard, giving you a lot less resources to work with. Robin Goblin will start robbing cards from their hand. All this together equals out to your opponent. It's going to have a very difficult time to play. I run two different field spells in this, the Seal of Orichalcos and the Savage Coliseum. Savage Coliseum gives you a little bit of life points back every time you attack. It also forces your opponent to be able to choose to attack. Otherwise, if they're locked under Gravity Bind here, then their monsters are going to be destroyed because they're unable to attack. Seal of Orichalcos here is to give Mucus Yoke starting attack in order to start your whole barrage on your opponent's life points. Another good thing with Seal for Orichalcos does is if you have two creatures on the field with the exact same attack and nothing lower, your opponent cannot attack either one of them. Because Seal for Orichalcos says they're not allowed to attack the weakest monster's attack first. So you get two of them going off at the exact same time with the same attack, your opponent's done. Now, couple last things to really seal your opponent away. Trips on the Twin Sword of Flashing Light. This will give your monster ability to attack twice that turn, kicking off your All-Stars abilities twice, or on Cobra, get the rest of your Cobras in hand. Or, even better, these things on the field, more devastation to your opponent's cards. Finally, these two are just optional things that you won't go into often at all. Cybernetic Magician. He will give your monster to make your monsters attack 2,000 to the end phase. And our Earthbound Immortal. Earthbound Immortals cannot be selected as attack. They can attack directly, and they can only exist while there's a field spell out. Now, as I said, these two are massive beaters. This one here, I'd like to go into more than this one, but they're completely unnecessary because your true all-stars are these guys here. And that's direct attack.